Hello today we're going to have a game of Outrun on PC Engine, TurboGrafx 16, whatever you want to call it, and this is a game request by Jack on YouTube. Right, Outrun is one of my all-time favourite arcade games, always has been, and that will never change. When I first saw it, I had to play it. I do believe I first saw this game at my local fun fair. I saw this game, Outrun, drive a Ferrari. I had to have a go. It was the first time I played it was the standing up cabinet. There was 3 different cabinets. The first one was the stand up one, the cheaper one, the basic one. When I first played it, it was brilliant. The steering wheel shook when you go off and crash. It had some really good music. It just was a brilliant arcade game. Right, enough waffle. Let's play it. Right, okay. Let's push start. Well, whatever. Right, let's have a look at the options first. So, rank. Hang on. Right, let's have it on easy. Right, okay. Start the game. So we can choose our music. Oh yeah. Right, musical sound shower. It's one of my favourite. Well, it's my favourite. Alright. Why ain't it fucking going? My fucking finger on the wrong button. Right, the gears are very weird on this version. You have to push down to change up to high gear, and I think you got to push up on your D-pad to change down to a low gear. That's a bit weird. Graphically, it looks pretty decent. Goes at a decent frame rate. So you are playing Outrun here. It looks like Outrun. I have covered this on so many different systems. I originally owned this on the Amstrad CPC back in the day, and believe me, that is the worst version I've ever played. And why did it change down gear? I didn't change that down. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. That is horrible, the way that changes. You can choose your direction, the way you want to go, fork in the road. I did not like that, but I don't like the way that does that. I don't know enough about the TurboGrafx. Never ever played on one, never ever seen one, never even heard of one back in the day. But I do believe what I've been hearing, it does have an 8-bit processor and 16-bit graphics or something like that. But it is classed as a 16-bit system, so I will be comparing this to other 16-bit versions. Well, this pisses all over the Amiga version for a start. The Amiga version weren't that great, to be honest with you. Oh, fuck! Because I had that back in the day for my Amiga as well as the CPC version. Yeah, this version's much better than that. But I probably would say my favourite 16-bit... Ah, for fuck's sake! My favourite 16-bit version would be the Mega Drive version, because that is absolutely brilliant, that version. So it doesn't beat that, but you know what we got here is still a decent version of Outrun. Oh, just see, it's just that bit I fucking can't stand. That's just horrible, and I've run out of time, even though that's on easy. I don't like the way you change gear on this, up and down. Don't know, they could have just implemented a button like on pretty much every single other system. I'm sure the TurboGrafx supported up to 3 buttons or 6 buttons, so they could have used one of those buttons as a gear button. Right, let's have another go. Let's change the music. Let's have Passing Wind, Breeze. Push the brake button. I think this was the first bit of music I ever listened to when I first played Outrun. God knows how I remembered that. I always made sure I always played this game when I was on holiday by the coast. This game always got played after '86 when it was released. Because racing games, driving games are my favourite genre of game. Always have been. That will never change. Really didn't give much in the way of other games I look in at the arcades. It was always driving games, but I did play the odd other games. But this is the game that I always had to play down the coast when I was in the arcades. It was Outrun. Turbo Outrun wasn't as good as the original Outrun, as I think it was quite a revolutionary game back in the day. Why is it changed? I did not change down the gears. Why did the gear change down? This is annoying. Now it's changed down again. I'm not changing the gears down. I wonder if there's a problem with this emulator, because I can't actually see the original game on the PC Engine doing this. Oh, you bastard! Ah, fuck it! Got too close to the bloody pillar, or whatever it's called. Right, if I change... No, I need to change. Alright, here we go. Accelerate. Change gear. Ah, for fuck's sake! So we all know we're driving a Testarossa, Ferrari Testarossa. Not a bad looking car, mind you. Has there ever been an ugly Ferrari? Oh, God's sake. Yeah, graphically it looks a little bit squashed when it spins around there. A little bit of flicker going on up the top there. But not major gripes. You're still playing Outrun. It looks like Outrun, so... And I'm playing it on a system that I don't know nothing about. And I still ain't got on the iScore table. That just shows how shit I am. I could never complete this game, even back in the day. Despite how many times I played it. Right, I could never complete it. Right, let's have one more go. Right, let's choose Splash Waves. Right, change gear. For some reason, I don't know if it's this emulation, I can't use the analog controls for some reason. It just fucks up the emulator for some reason. I'm having to use D-pad controls, and this is a PlayStation clone of a controller I'm using. But when I played the, I can't remember, the shoot 'em up game before this, Blazing Lasers, isn't it? That used the analog, and I had no problems with it. So I don't know, only work seems to affect certain games, I think. Anyway, let's not talk about the emulation. So this version of Outrun, yeah, it's pretty competent. I don't like that. That's the only thing I really don't like. That just looks horrible. I'm sure I saw that on another version. Favourite home version of Outrun? That would have to go to the SEGA Saturn, because that is near enough arcade perfect. Well, I say near enough. It was arcade perfect. But you know, it all depends on the limitation of the systems. But then again, the Amstrad version could have done so much better. It was just lazy programming on that. I was really angry when I bought that back in the day, because I played the Commodore 64 version on my mate's Okay, that wasn't a true representation of Outrun, but it was still a good version to play. Why the fucking... oh, yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't like the way you change your gears on this. I'd much rather use a button to change gear. But once you get used to it, it's not so much of a problem. But I don't know why sometimes the gears just keep changing down, and I really hate that. I really hate that, the way that forks. I think it was the Master System version that done that. Could be wrong, but it was definitely another version that done that. And that looks horrible when it done that. But apart from that, the rest of the game plays pretty well. Ah, fuck! The only thing that doesn't play well is me. But that's me, I'm a shit game player. People better deal with that. Because I ain't going to give a fuck. Sometimes I play the game pretty well, but I don't know, it's about... Because I am commentating at the same time, so it's not always easy to do both things at once. It's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it, so deal with it. Oh, fuck! The music doesn't sound too badly. Once again, I don't know about the TurboGrafx of the PC Engine, so I don't know the strengths of the sound chip. And that's it, game over. To summarise, yeah, graphically it looks pretty decent. You're definitely playing Outrun there. Now, the gripes I've got is that horrible way, that fork in the road where you've got to choose your direction. That just looks horrible. They could have done better than that. Well, I don't know. Could they have done better than that? I think they could. I don't like the gears too much with the D-pad. Could have used a button to change gears, because you don't have to keep going from high to low and low to high. Just, you know, maybe when you brake, you just push the button again to go low. No problem there. So they could have done something with the gearbox there. Just a button. That would have been good, because as I said, I'm sure the TurboGrafx could support up to 3 or 6 buttons. So accelerator, brake, and change gear. They could have done that. But there you go. Once you get used to it, it's not going to be a problem. Overall, I think it's a pretty competent port of Outrun. It plays well. You know, apart from those niggles that I said, you're still getting a good game of Outrun there. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.